This is Cherie Caraba from the Showbox Magazine in Crockett, Texas, and I'm here in Columbus, Ohio at the Ohio State Fair on Matt Lautner Television. We are looking at Class 2's champions. The steer right in front of you right now is Alexis Horn, is exhibited by Alexis Horn. The steer coming in right now is exhibited by Carson Schaefer. This has been a great steer show. Garrett Davison is the Class 4 winner. And now you've got Derek Miller, who won Class 1 in this Division 3 championship. You see Judge Rosenboom looking at the animals as they go around the arena. I would think that Class 3 or Division 3 would be a really good place to be as far as weight is concerned.
How about a nice round of applause for this division set of steers? Let's congratulate these young people. Don't want to sound like a broken record, but I feel really honored to come here and sort through these steers. I'm really enjoying the opportunity to visit with these young people. I do take a quick moment to ask them where they're from and ask them a little bit about their project out here, and that gives me a little bit of chance to kind of lighten the mood out here, because it is intense. I know these kids are competitive young people. That's why they do this. There's certainly a lot of other things that they could do in the summer to take their time up, but this is a competition, and these young people are very serious and they're working very hard, and I know the families behind these cattle have put a lot of time and effort into these calves, preparing them for today's event. So I do appreciate that, and thank you for your effort here. I really have enjoyed looking at these cattle. 4 really powerful steers again. I think if you've watched me throughout these divisions, I think these steers need to have some composition to them. I take handling and carcass merit very highly. I think these steers a lot of times can be just a lot of hair and not much to them, so I'm making sure as I get my hands on them that I'm feeling for true and honest muscle shape. I'm feeling for some true carcass merit. But yet this still is a show steer event, and so they have to have some look and some balance. I don't get too caught up in the really slick whistle-fronted cattle. I haven't seen a lot of heads and necks stay on carcasses in our meat lab anyway. I don't know about some other meat labs around campus, but when we kill steers, the head and neck kind of gets thrown away. So yeah, they still need to have some prettiness and some look, but the business end is where it's at a lot of times for me. I think these steers have plenty of muscle when you get right behind all of them. They're really powerful top cattle. There is some differences in the way their shape of the corners put together. Some of these steers are just a little flatter stifled than the others, but there's not, in terms of top shape, there's not too much differences. A really muscular steer won the first class, probably not quite as level rumped as some of these others out here, but he is a true carcass steer. I'd love to see that steer on a kill sheet and see what he'd come up with in terms of quality and yield rate, because he's just a true carcass steer. A very powerful steer won the next class. The young lady did a good job. I thought that steer needed to handle his rear legs just a little bit better, and that's where I would definitely improve him. The black and white steer, maybe the show steer of the group out here in terms of just the presentation, the eye appeal, the style that he exhibits is just awesome. He probably could track a little wider. You get him next to these other steers, he kind of closes up just a little bit. I like to just see him open up his lower skeleton just a little bit and see him navigate with just a little bit more width behind. And then probably my favorite steer for handling that we may have had in the whole division is this young man's steer on the end. And if you ever get a chance after the show, if they allow you to, get your hands on his top, get your hands over his rib, really fresh, a lot of power right up behind his shoulder. There's meat and muscle in this calf. He's a long body steer, but not a framey steer, and that's kind of the kind I kind of gravitate towards. And, maybe at times he looks like he wants to drop his front end just a little bit. It doesn't give you that really high neck carriage that some of the other steers we've had up to this point have, but he's a pretty nice steer, a really cool steer to handle. Good luck with you the rest of the day. If you have any more steers, I'll put the microphone down and pick your division winner.
And there goes your judge to pick the champion of Division 3. And he's picking Garrett Davison from Madison County, which was sold by Dave Southerly and bred by Steve Watson. And your reserve champion is Carson Schaefer with another heatwave steer, which was raised by Nick Ryman of South Dakota and sold by Ryan Gottmiller.